Hi, my name is Bowie. I'm an attorney here at the Nieves Law Firm, and today I'm going to talk to you about a pretext phone call. So, do you know that the police, if they don't have evidence, they can just make evidence? I'm not talking about just making up evidence, but essentially, a lot of times, specifically with sexual assault case or cases where you don't have very concrete direct evidence, you will have police make these pretextual phone calls. And what that is a phone call where they have the alleged victim or someone that is closely related to the victim call the person that they find to be a suspect or a person of interest in the case. And what they do is they tell the person on the phone, the victim, say this, say this, say this. And then the other person on the defendant or the suspect on the receiving end may make a statement that incriminates himself. The purpose of these phone calls is to elicit incriminating responses, and it is completely legal. So to further clarify, the police agency typically will have a victim, maybe for instance in a sexual assault case, have a victim call their abuser or the suspect that they perceive to be the abuser, and they have them ask them like, do you remember when you did this to me? Do you remember when you touched me here? Do you remember when you hit me? Do you remember when you did that? And they have the victim ask these questions in order to get the suspect to maybe say, yeah, I remember when I did that. Yeah, I did hit you. Oh, I'm sorry for hitting you. And it's a lot of times the only evidence that they have in cases, but it's incredibly strong because if you can get someone to admit to a crime, obviously you kind of have a smoking gun there. So a pretextual phone call happens very often. It's incredibly important to be vigilant. If you find yourself to be the subject of an investigation and you think someone is calling you and they're asking you a lot of weird questions, typically you should not say anything over the phone. So that's essentially what a pretext phone call is, and it's incredibly important to recognize that, have an attorney with you, because it's an invaluable tool for law enforcement and a lot of times the only evidence that links people to a crime. If you find yourself the victim of a pretext phone call or you find yourself facing very serious allegations, please contact the Nieves Law Firm and see how we can help you.